Here is a brief fireside chat type interview that Phil Heath gave the morning after he lost the Olympia to Shawn Rhoden. And it was very telling on some of the stuff he talked about. And in this part, he talked about retirement. And we'll just watch the video and then we'll go through and we'll stop from time to time and discuss some of it.
You know, I always say, you know, the career for me is not going to be predicated on one Mr. Olympia. It's going to be how many, but also it's going to be how I handle this right now.
Yeah, it's tough moments.
You know, it's going to be handled, and you know, everybody likes a good comeback. Whether that happens or not, I don't know. I gotta really evaluate everything.
Okay, like I'm gonna stop it right here. He will come back. No one does 7, tries to tie the record at 8, and walks away before they get to the tie the record. And he said in the past he wants 9 or 10. I think he'll be happy with 8, but he deep down wants 9. He wants to beat Lee Haney and Ronnie Coleman and be the greatest Olympian ever. So mark my words right now, he will be back next year.
But I know this, I'm not going to, I'm just not going to diss nobody, man. I'm not going to diss anybody. I'm not going to be mean and this and that. I'm going to just enjoy my life, man, and spend time with my girl. You know, anyone that knows my girl, like, she sacrificed. You know, it's funny, like, she catches more shit unnecessarily than any wife in our sports history.
Let me stop again right here. So what's funny, as Phil said, he's not going to talk any smack. This loss is what he needed to humble him and probably make him a better person. So if in the future he does become Mr. Olympia again, he'll probably be a better ambassador for the sport than he's been in the past. Because I'll admit, I don't think he's been the best ambassador of bodybuilding. He seemed kind of selfish. But the times I did see him, I've seen him probably 4 or 5 times at the Fit Expo, and he gives out these seminars every year. He hasn't done the last 2 years, but he is pretty gracious with his time when he does do it. But that's the problem. He's not like a Jay Cutler, who's like a perfect ambassador for the sport, who goes all out and he just travels the world and he spreads the word of bodybuilding. And this is something that Phil hasn't done, and I think a lot of people, including Shawn Rhoden, will have learned from what Phil didn't do, and they will do and be a good Mr. Olympia. I think Shawn Rhoden will be a good Mr. Olympia. He has the look. He doesn't have the distended gut. I mean, does he have weaknesses? Sure. But he is a good Mr. Olympia, and like I said, he'll probably be out there, is my guess, spreading the word more so than Phil Heath did. So now Phil Heath is talking about his wife and the post she had made right when Phil Heath lost his 8th title of Mr. Olympia.
You know why? Because she loves me. And they're probably jealous. And when the devil comes in, the devil says, well, I can't really get Phil, but maybe I can go after her to get the Phil. And that's why they comment, they send her me messages, they send this and send that. This woman is a smart woman. She had a great job in Silicon Valley doing some incredible things, decided to be with me, moved to Denver, leave her family for me. So that's why she supports me so much, because she's like, you know what, I gave up everything, so I have to.
It's all in.
And she's my twin flame, like that's my soulmate. So it's like, you know, so how do I, you know, I had to console her more than myself last night and this morning. You know, because she's like, well, I see you hurt and this and that, and I know what you, I know everything. She travels with me, she does everything with me. So, but the world don't know that. They don't know, because it's not like I had a reality show, you know, like.
It's only what you show them.
It's only what I show them, so they're going to assume and misquote and misunderstand. But.
And you know what, and that right there is part of the problem, is people have what they think their view is of Phil Heath, and that's because Phil Heath wasn't out there showing them who he really was. And when you keep yourself guarded, like I felt Phil Heath has done over the last 7 years as Mr. Olympia, people will just start to mold you into what they think of you, and instead of you dictating how you want people to see you. And I blame Phil for that. That's Phil's fault for that. And I think a lot of you would agree with that.
common sense needs to show that, like, look, man, when you got someone that love you like that, that's awesome. I'm very blessed. So, and I had to explain to her, I'm like, look, you're going to get misquoted a lot of the time. I mean, she was making it seem like people thought that I was going to retire and, like, leave the sport, this, next, she wrote something.
Okay, I'm going to stop it right here. So, literally, minutes after Phil Heath lost Mr. Olympia on Saturday night, she put out this on Instagram. You'll never see him again. God bless. Now that started all the rumors ablaze that he was going to walk away, and I said when I made a video that night that no, that's not going to happen. This is just drama. This is just shock, shock for her, shock for all of Phil Heath's fans. But this is what she had put down on Instagram, and this is what Phil Heath is responding to right now,
said,
the day after the Olympia.
I know what you meant. It wasn't. She's like, well, they don't. And I was like, oh yeah. I said I had to bring it down to her. I was like, no. I know what you were trying to say, but the way the world is, they think that it's something completely different because they interpret. It's the way they digest it. So I just told her. I said, take it down and tell them how you really feel. If you really, I said, I ain't coaching you. Like you're a grown woman. Like if you want to say that you're fucking mad and this and that, and I got robbed, say it. But I don't.
I have a feeling that the stuff he's saying right now, Phil Heath partially believes that he thinks maybe he might thinks he got robbed, and that obviously he's mad about this, about losing, because he thought he had it in the bag. But he's telling her to say that or say what she feels. So the wife did take down the post, and
I think that's what you're gonna say. She did. She gave credit where credit was due. You know, she told everybody that she's human. And unfortunately, some people still will probably take what she had posted on the story and try to make it into a story.
Okay, so she did take down that first Instagram post, and then yesterday she put this one up, and it reads, "The enemy finds his way to do his best work in weak moments. My shield wasn't up, and I allowed that pent-up bullshit to get to me, and it wasn't okay. Claiming Phil was done wasn't okay. I showed weakness and gave you all reason to attack me. Does that one weak moment define me? Nope. Truth is, we needed this loss. We needed to be uncomfortable as it pushes you to be better. Fact is, you all haven't seen the best Phil Heath and the best Cherie. I'm taking this moment using it as fuel. I'm the woman behind the man. This is not about me. It's about supporting and loving the man who holds 7 titles. We must focus on what's next. I simply don't live my life for social media and don't need acceptance from any of you. I do stand beside my man and will always support his goals, and he will decide what's best for him." Now that was the first part, and the second part is this right here. "The haters and fans will always assume our life is perfect as it comes with the title. I'm a real person and I'm human. In regards to those who took pleasure in attacking me, it says more about you than it does about me. I don't get pleasure from the pain of others. Regardless of who we are in this world, we will always be human. I send you all love, all while I continue to love, accept, and forgive myself for that little weak moment I had. This is God's plan. God loves me and Phil knows my heart. This is all that matters to me. We are a team and we will use this as fire and fuel. We truly needed this blessing. Congrats to Flexitron Roden and his family. To have his beautiful daughter and fiance on stage will be a moment they will all cherish forever." Now it seems the Heaths have made peace with this right now, and like I said, this tells me this is the fire that Phil will need to come back and try to win his 8th. As I've said in other videos, this is good for the Olympia. This is good for bodybuilding, because you have Phil will come back trying to make a comeback. You'll have Sean Roden trying to repeat, and then you'll have maybe Rolly or even maybe even Kai Green. But next year literally could be up that you will not know who's going to win until prejudging to judging next year, which is awesome, because in the last couple of years we kind of just accepted, and including this year, we kind of accepted Phil would just win his 8, 9, or 10 and then walk away from the sport, and then someone else would have a chance to become Mr. Olympia. But it was, like I said, we never expected him to lose at Mr. Olympia. We expected him to walk away with how many titles he wanted to win, and that be that. But like I said, this is a good thing for bodybuilding. This is a good thing for Mr. Olympia. I wonder what you guys think down below. Go ahead and leave your comments, questions, and if you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. and I will catch you in the next video.
MrYorkieLoverFitness.com